Madhouse, we're going to debate if biker news sites that are for motorcycle clubs should be putting out their stories that are bad for clubs.
Motorcycle Madhouse with James Hollywood Machikari.
Yep, good to go.
Man, what's up, everyone? Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I know it was a long one for us. We've been working on getting some of the equipment upgraded. We also got a cool-looking sign from Tombstone, Motorcycle Madhouse, Insane Throttle Biker News. It looks great, Tombstone. Really appreciate it. Can't turn on the light because the camera blacks it out, so you can't see it really good. Also want to welcome everyone over on Facebook, Fat Daddy Productions and his team over there helping us out. They're doing a real great job and really appreciate it. So how's everybody's weekend going? We're going to go into the freaking chat room real quick and say hi to everybody. Tombstone's in there. Holly Ryder, Stephen. Everybody else, you guys are kicking ass in there and taking names. It looks like you guys have been in there for a while. We're going to start off this show with a couple A-Bait announcements, and then we'll go into the, bread and butter of it, as you will. And that is, does biker sites that support clubs have to always print positive stories? I had a pretty good one today with somebody, so that kind of got the subject going and all that good jive. But first, Motorcycle Madhouse Insane Throttle Biker News wants to send a big, huge congratulations over to Vince Consiglio. He was inducted into the 2019 Hall of Fame, and he is the president of A-Beta Michigan, and the board of directors just sent out the letter today from the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Hall of Fame. That is freaking huge. Congrats, Vince. You did a good job, man. Anybody get into the Sturgis Hall of Fame, man, that's a big footprint that you made on the motorcycle community. Next, another announcement from A-Beta, Wisconsin. And by the way, everybody knows Motorcycle Madhouse and Insane Throttle Biker News. They're huge supporters of A-Bait. So if you're not a member, go join. You need to be a part of it. And if you are with A-Bait, go ahead and send in your announcements. I'll get them in over on the radio and on this show. This from A-Beta, Wisconsin. They sent a memo out. There's confusion on what a vehicle with three wheels are. A steering wheel and gas pedal should be classified as. In Wisconsin, it is currently considered a motorcycle and can only legally be driven by an individual that has a motorcycle endorsement on their driver's license. It's probably one of them freaking Can-Ams or whatever the hell they are they're talking about. A-Beta Wisconsin would like to work with the state legislature to correct that. You learned how to operate this vehicle in driver. I guess they're teaching it in their driver's training class, and you should be able to operate it with a regular license. So that's what they're fighting for. Senator Jock and Representative Knoll are circulating a bill draft for co-sponsors that would correct this. It's titled LRB 0175/P1. It would create a separate classification for vehicles that do not meet the safety standard of an automobile and do not operate like a motorcycle. I don't know, man. Those things look pretty cool to me sometimes, especially, you see a couple of them on YouTube that people are using and messing around with, giving reviews. They look kind of fun, actually, but as a regular freaking bike, I don't think so. So anyway, we're gonna keep on going here. Before we get into the main subject, I really wanted to show you a video of something that was what I consider bikers to be about. It's not about the guns, it's not about drugs and everything the media portrays. It's about this, and shout out, really a big shout out to the kid.
I don't want him to go out just laying in bed, you know what I mean? And his last things being remembered.
A Vietnam veteran with only a little time left was given his final wish in a spectacular way in Muskegon tonight. Barton Dieters was there and brings us the story of a community that came out in droves to honor a man they never even met. Barton?
Right, Marley, the son of a 66-year-old Army veteran, Wayne Whistler, says his family was shaken to the core when his father was diagnosed with lung cancer only 4 months ago and given only 90 days to live. While he's survived beyond expectations, living with his wife at a Muskegon adult care facility, the family knew time was running out to grant their dad one last wish. Only days ago, Wayne Whistler's stepson, Derek Lee, and the staff at Hillcrest Nursing Home in North Muskegon were talking about what they could do for the veteran in hospice care.
My mom and them wanted to do a cross-country trip together, and he never got to do it. And it's sad.
Lee said his dad told him he wanted to have an outing with bikers and veterans and go for one more ride.
Because I don't want him to go out just laying in bed, you know what I mean? And his last things being remembered.
A Facebook post was soon created calling for anyone who could to come out.
It kind of went viral from there unexpectedly.
But even this afternoon, they were not sure who would come. But they came. And they came. At least 500 made the trek through the streets, surprising Wayne, who was not told beforehand what was going on.
Seeing all of these people, it honestly is what makes me proud to be an American.
Can't even express how much gratitude I have for everybody that's come together to do this.
All joining together for a guy they don't know, but a brother because they either were in the military or a brother because they ride bikes. And that is inspirational. I have goosebumps again.
I don't know where they popped up, but they did. And I'm glad that they're here because they've made his life the best that he could have it in the situation that he's in.
In addition to the ride, bikers handed cash to the family, and a proclamation from Hospice of Michigan was read honoring Wayne. A red, white, and blue plaque was signed by so many front and back, there was no room left for any more signatures. What do you want to say to everybody? What do you just want them to know?
How much the veterans really appreciate it.
The message here, I'm told, is never underestimate the potential of veterans and bikers when it comes to supporting a brother.
You got that right. There is no, you know what, that last line proves to you what veterans and bikers are all about. Again, it's not about the media, what they put out there and portray bikers as. Wait until you actually, tomorrow's show, you'll actually see a motorcycle profiling thing. Cops admitting it, the whole damn 9 yards. Double D over at Motorcycle Profiling Project put it out, and it wakes you up to the way cops really think about bikers and clubs, and this is what really it's about. And everybody knows the Vietnam generation holds a lot close to our hearts over here at Motorcycle Madhouse, and we wish that family well and stuff like that. Again, if you're on Facebook, I cannot see your chats. It's just the way the program's working right now. Hopefully everything's going good over there. Thanks, Fat Daddy, for all the help. Hopefully we're going to have Steve Brock calling in later on about 7:20 Central Standard Time, and he is a let me tell you, this guy can sing, man. This guy has a kick-ass freaking biker song. You'll hear it later on in the program, and yeah, good stuff going on today. But how you doing, Pam? How you doing? You're in the house. Jose, Chicago A-Bait Chili Contest at the River Park Moose Lodge at 8601 West Fullerton and River Grove. All right, rock and roll, man. That's around the old stomping grounds. That should be a kick-ass thing, man, that chili cook-off right there. So if you guys are in that area, go ahead and go join that chili cook-off. Hey, Dibs, how you doing? I love that chat yesterday, buddy. But here we go. Now, this is going to be the main topic of the show today. And like I said earlier, we kind of got into it back and forth with a couple people. personally, I think they were freaking supporters or wannabes. And I don't think they understand the premise of Insane Throttle Biker News. Now, as everyone knows, Motorcycle Madhouse is 100% in the corner of motorcycle clubs, the Confederation of Clubs, A-Bait, all that good stuff. There's no doubt on that. We're one of the most hated channels in law enforcement's eyes. I get it all the time from them bastards. But when it comes to Insane Throttle Biker News, we report what's out there. You know, we'll report from our angle. We'll also share from other mainstream media outlets that are out there under our pages. And it's your job to go out there, find the facts, and see what you think of the material provided. Now, this article right here got a lot of people's polls freaking hard because they thought, hey, you know, why are you putting this out there? It makes clubs look bad, blah, 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 blah. Okay? We don't do it to make clubs look bad. Hey, if they're in the newspaper, it's news. That's Insane Throttle Biker News. It's happening in the freaking motorcycle community. And if you're in the news, people are going to know. You know, just because we support clubs 100%, the right to fly, all that good stuff, their rights, don't mean we're not going to share news articles or report the news and stuff like that if it's negative towards them. Again, that ain't happening. Okay, it's biker news. We're down the middle. Yeah, we have our clubs that we support, but we try to keep that off the business and stuff like that and try to report it right down the middle or provide information for those to check out. Now, this article involved the Australian and U.S. authorities, and it announced that they had seized about $1 billion worth of meth or ice in a bus that revealed new ties between the cartels and Aussie bikie gangs. Now, biker clubs to us, but this is the article. The Australian Federal Police said on Friday that a joint investigation led to the United States Immigration and Custom Enforcement to uncover 1.7 tons of drugs in California last month. The authorities said the illicit cargo, with a street value of $1.29 billion, was hidden in 2 shipping containers carrying audio equipment bound for Australia. Now, let me start off. I'm a huge weed guy, okay? I don't believe there's nothing wrong with weed. I think it's the biggest farce how the government pushes it's a gateway drug and all that kind of crap. But meth and all that kind of shit, that's some bullshit, man. That's stuff that actually ruins people's lives. It kills people. It overdoses them, shit like that. So I've never been for, anything over freaking weed and alcohol, man. And even alcohol, that kills how many fucking people and families and shit like that. But when it comes to meth and stuff like that, go stroke your pole. I ain't up on that stuff, man. Never have been, never will be. And I really don't have any sympathy for people that get messed or busted with it or any of that stuff. Because unless you've been around and see what meth does to somebody or what heroin does to somebody, you can't talk until you see it. So weed's good. That's an up. That's 420. My point. Or, alcohol, if you don't abuse it and stuff like that. But when you get into the harder shit like that, man, there just ain't no, I never seen any need. Anyway, the investigation appeared to reveal cooperation between cartels and the Aussies. And, the Aussies have a different culture than the United States does. Well, basically, Oz is like United States was back in the 1960s, if you ask me. That's just like how Japan, they listen to that oldie stuff. They're about 50 years behind us. But anyway, it's a different culture and stuff like that. So they get into different things. And it's pretty messed up. But that came from the Yanks France Presse. So that was the article that got all this freaking commotion going. You can read it on our site. But again, Insane Throttle, just because we support clubs 100%, doesn't mean we're not gonna freaking share the news or put our viewpoints on in editorials. Because if we just towed the line as some of these other sites do, why would you even want to watch us? Why would you even want to follow us? Why would you want to like us? Because you know that even though it's common sense that, yeah, bad stuff happened within the biker community, that, hey, we're towing this line, hey, it's a big conspiracy and stuff like that. That just ain't us, and that won't ever be us, you know, because it ain't fair to you, and it ain't fair to, you know, the lifestyle in general, the report on fake kind of shit. It really isn't. That's never going to be something that we aspire to, where, hey, you know, they get mad here or they get mad there. That's just not us and never will be. So, but hey, we put it up there on the site for you guys to watch it or read it. You guys make up your own mind. Again, I recently did an article where I said, hey, you know what? Motorcycle Madhouse and a lot of the other creators on YouTube or on Facebook, we're for entertainment. You know, yeah, we have our opinions, but don't take those opinions as gospel. Go out there, learn it yourself. You know what I mean? You know, go out there, explore for yourself. Thanks, Justin, for that YouTube chat. Great job, brother Roland. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. So we're not into the fake news stuff where we're always going to be trying to cover somebody. That's just not us. I'm sorry, but yeah, that was the big commotion over there. And the topic of the show was that, you know, would you rather have somebody that's going to straight shoot with you or somebody who's going to pull your pole over to one side or another and not give you both sides of the thing? You know, at least you know over here with Insane Throttle Motorcycle Madhouse that we're going to show you both sides of the story. You can make it up as you will. Now, when we talk about motorcycle profiling, we always have evidence to back up the profiling. Shit, everybody has that. But that's it right there. Now let's go on to our devil's advocate, and hopefully we'll be having a phone call shortly again from Steve Brock, and we're going to talk about his music career a little bit, and we're also going to be playing a song for him. Oh, before I forget, people have been asking me about the shirt, okay? It's about that douchebag, you know, the one he tried suing people over. If you're interested in one, email me at info@insanethrottlebikernews.com. And once I get 10 people together that want some, I'll get you some. Anyway, let's go to our Devil's Advocate section, and I'll be right back.
Devil's Advocate.
Hey everybody, let's see if this works out a little better. So we're just leaving the old executive building, which is right behind me here. That's the office of the vice president. And just left out the White House here. You can see all these SUVs here for the different motorcades. But I wanted to share with you our meeting today, and it was very productive. We talked about a lot of different things moving forward for 2020 and how we're going to have even bigger impact than we did in 2016. So we talked a lot about Rolling Thunder and the value of Rolling Thunder and the amount of veterans that come together for Rolling Thunder. And we've really got to figure out how we're going to work with the Department of Interior and the Pentagon to help give those the Rolling Thunder organization some resources and just some of the tools that they need to continue that tradition moving forward. We talked about our membership, and we talked about our leadership team. We talked about the possibility of having a picnic this spring on the South Lawn, similar to when they have the parties for the Super Bowl or the NASCAR. So that looks promising. And we talked about some of the results that we had in Florida, the impact that we had, and as a result of raising the bar and moving the needle. And you know, we're taken very seriously, and moving forward in 2020, we're going to play a much bigger role than we did in 16, and it's hard to imagine how we play a bigger role. So we're definitely on the radar. There's some of the things I'm really not supposed to talk about right now, so you're going to have to trust me that we're moving forward, and we got a bright future here. So they're talking to me about, you know, possibly trying to put together some fundraisers for us and using some big names like Kellyanne Conway, or, you know, just some of the big shots around the political sphere that might be able to come in and help us get some more resources, so that hopefully eventually one day we'll be able to start paying our leadership teams, you know, our state moderators and our regional guys. And, you know, I certainly wish I could reach in the pocket and give Dale a little money and all the headaches he puts up with and running it nationally. You know, we talked about some of the problems.
Okay, he's killing me, man. He's killing me. There's a bunch more going, but we're running behind on schedule and stuff like that. Now, devil's advocate on this, I've interviewed Chris Cox on Motorcycle Madhouse, and, you know, he's a decent guy. You know, he's not, I think he's more of a motorcycle enthusiast, and everybody knows I support Trump, okay? I really do. I support a lot of his freaking issues. Some I do a lot, and some I don't, okay? Sometimes he's cool, sometimes he's a jackass, but that's anybody. But Bikers for Trump, okay? We now have a so-called biker that has the president's ear. And when I, you know, originally talked to him, you know, I was talking to him off air about what was going on in Waco, how about the motorcycle profiling and how bad it's gotten. And you know, he can even see that the Senate passed that House resolution against motorcycle profiling. And I believe the House did. If not, I'm wrong. Sorry about that. But, you know, I specifically asked him, I was like, you know, you got the president's ear. Can you bring it up to him, get the issue out there? Because it's something right now that's really affecting the biker community. Now, I get it. Rolling Thunder, we need it. We really do. That needs to continue. I'm a big supporter of that. And that's an awesome conversation that he had. But the motorcycle profiling, we need to get the ear of somebody in the executive branch, because you'll see this video tomorrow. This video was in Daytona, and they say right out, if you got a patch, we're pulling you over. It's the way it is. And that is not America. And for Bikers for Trump, I get it. It's a political organization and that type of stuff. But hey, you ride. Okay, you put yourself in the biker category. With doing that, hey, get involved with the issues that we need to get involved in. Okay, now if you got a guy who can get next to the president of the United States, and one that you can tell depends on the biker vote, help us out here, okay? Yeah, we need Rolling Thunder. But at the same time, we need real reform. We do. This motorcycle profiling is the hottest issue in the biker community that's been around the last couple years. And it needs to be addressed. ABATE's doing all they can about it. Motorcycle Profiling Project, Double D, he's huge. He's out there, he's tirelessly working his ass off. And then you got the Motorcycle Rights Foundation out there working it. But where is Bikers for Trump? Okay? A lot of us bikers did vote for the guy. But, you know, yeah, you can buy a t-shirt and stuff like that. And, you know, again, you got to get involved with the freaking issues. Jesus Christ, man. If you want to be involved with and call yourself one of us, get out there and help. You got the freaking access to the guy. Mention it. Say, hey, you know, Trump, this is what's going on out there. Though, here's the proof and all that type of stuff. Oh, man, that's awesome, Justin. But here's the proof. We got the videos. This is what's going on within our community. How can you help us? Can you get something through Congress? Because those were only resolutions. They were not laws, okay? And if you ever notice that anytime a bill comes out with profiling, the cops are against it. James Probo, we don't need reform. It's illegal. We need legislation forcing Leos to follow the law. You're damn right, man. You're exactly, dude. Exactly. So, but you know, you find it funny, like in Washington, they were passing something, and you had these freaking idiots, cops, Leos, and all there crying about it. Oh, we don't do bullshit, man. We got you on tape, and Motorcycle Profiling Project has a litany of freaking cases that you guys do this. So, again, that's me. You know what? Bikers for Trump, I get it. It's a political organization. But Chris Cox, get off your ass. Stop crying about and whining. You got access to the fucking president and help the community out. You want to call yourself a biker? Now, I know you didn't have a bike before you get in and starting this organization and stuff like that. You got one afterwards. Okay, cool. You're an enthusiast. But at least help the people that you're trying to get out there and vote for everybody. So, because you're right. Bikers vote. Anyway, we're waiting for, let's see if he calls in real quick. We're waiting for Steve Brock to call. Hey, Bad Daddy, if you're out there in Facebook world, he can call in whenever he'd like. Until then, I'll talk for a couple minutes, and if not, I'll just play a song. But I think it'd be really cool to interview him and hear what he has to say. Until then, phone lines are open, 847-957-1656. What do you think about some of the stuff we talked about today as far as, you know, the biker news sites putting out actual news, staying down the middle, or actually the stuff with Bikers for Trump with them, hey, having access, why the hell ain't you out there trying to freaking help us? That's just me. Let's take some questions in the chat room. Until then, taxpayer law clubs, cops are a law unto themselves. You got that right, Dibs. Let's see here, Dom. The cops need a bad guy. Bikers are an easy target because a lot of people don't ride it, didn't like bikes. Rock and roll. Let's see here. Smoke a joint, Hollywood. Right? Oh, that's after the show, man, because if I start smoking on air, man, I get all fucked up and I lose my train of thought. As a biker, that we need to bring back our bikers' pride, loyalty, respect, honor. Bring back real biker values. You know what? You got that right, Ghost. A lot of New Jacks don't understand that. And they weren't taught. You know, it's a different generation, and so whatever. James Probo, what we need is some biker lawyers that will take profiling cases without the $100,000 tab, so we can start fighting these cases. Why don't you find a lawyer that everyone can contribute to? Actually, down at the Confederation of Clubs national meet, I will be interviewing the guy who actually helped start the Confederation of Clubs and stuff. And his agency, his name is Lester, by the way, Richard Lester. Is real heavily involved in the biker community, as well as Russ Brown up in Wisconsin. He's real involved. So, yeah, there's a lot of lawyers involved, but you actually got to remember when there's cases being brought, there's court fees. Man, it'll cost $1,000 just to file a damn motion in some of these courts. So it gets expensive. You know, you just can't expect somebody to work for free. Yeah, cut your prices, stuff like that. But yeah, to work for free, yeah, we need to, support those lawyers that support us. Let's see here. We need to get some lawyers that will work the defense and look to get money on the back end going after the government. You got that right. Rock and roll, man. Again, the phone lines are open, 847-957-1656. If you want to call in, go ahead and call in. If not, I'm going to play. If I don't hear from Steve in the next couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and play his song, and that'll be the show for today. But it was an awesome show and stuff, and hopefully tomorrow you guys tune in for the motorcycle profiling tape. Really appreciate that if you do. With that, I'm going to play this song real quick, come back and see ya. If he hasn't called in, we'll talk to you. What's up, man?
The show. Hey, am I on live?
Yeah, I guess I can't hear you. Anyway, that was Steve Brock, and really appreciate everything tonight, you guys. I'll have to get everything fixed over here. I couldn't hear what's his name on the phone. I think it was Dan calling in. But with that, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Look forward to it. You guys be safe. Hey, we finally finished the show on time, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching Motorcycle Madhouse Live. We're on Monday through Friday from 7 to 7:30. Check out some of these videos of our archives. Get to know us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all your support. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.